Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you like to make money, trading options, investing long term, speculating cryptocurrencies, guess what? You are at the right place, okay? And straight to the point, I just want to say a massive thanks to all of you around the world who have subscribed to my channel, and I will do my best to provide you guys great value on a weekly basis, okay? As all of you, I do have other business, things like that, and of course, the market is for us to create our wealth, multiply our wealth. It's not for us to trade every single day trying to get money out of the market. It doesn't work like that, okay? But if you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, you are at the right place. So thank you very much straight away for all your beautiful support, okay? For those of you that are new to options, come here to our channel, go to this playlist here and learn how to trade options. It's the best thing you ever gonna do. Why? Because with options, which are pretty much derivatives like futures, options, things like that, you can get into the long-term investing, which I always say to you guys, our LTI, which is the main thing we should do with our money, investing long-term, but starting everything through derivatives, which is the best way for us to get into our long-term at a better price, cheaper price, and at the same time getting paid for us to buy our products that we like, no matter if it's ETF, index, future, whatever, even cryptocurrencies, bonds. Guys, the sky's the limit. You pick your choice, okay? So this playlist here tells you everything that you need to know, must know when it comes to trading options, okay? And of course, from here, we're going to improve this pretty much on a monthly basis, weekly basis, providing a lot of more contents for you guys. But if you want to join our Discord group, feel free to join us anytime you like, and you can download all the trading journals, all the simulations, good stuff that you need to know before you press the trigger. How much you get in terms of rate of return, annualized rate of return, all those good stuff, okay? But anyway, without too much mumbo jumbo, going back here to the chart last week, a little bit sell off, not a big deal. Of course, everything here on the back of the elections, which is pretty much normal for election year. But again, guys, if these things are not turning up to be 10%, 15%, I don't know, you don't know, nobody knows. What I do in this channel is to keep investing. Doesn't matter if it's at the all-time highs, it doesn't matter if it's the all-time low. It's always making money without guessing, gambling, and the main thing, predicting market direction. Because in this video we are going to explore options, and one of the things that I hear a lot of people saying is option can make you lose a lot of money. In 2018 pullback, 2019 trade war pullback, 2020 of course the zombie virus, and what else, 2022 bear markets, a lot of people lost a lot of money trading option. Of course they did, but you know how, guys? Like this, okay? The futures is trading, let's say 5,000. All right, I'm gonna sell here one EMS or ES, whatever the future is at this level here, and I'm gonna go over leverage. Okay, we're gonna go a lot with a wrong position size, because I know my genius, my crystal ball is telling me that the futures will never touch this level. Guess what? We have 15% pullback, 10% pullback. Guess what? Everyone got wiped out. That's not what I'm talking about. None of this nonsense, okay? The goal in this channel is to everyone to making money. Doesn't matter if the price goes up, trade sideways and go down. Because the thing is, look at this. If it goes up, guys, our long-term investing is making money for us. Simple. Period. That's no more conversation. If you trade sideways, our derivatives, derivatives is making money for us. And if the price go down, guess what? We are working very single hard, because the Mr. Market is telling us, I'm going to give you guys a hard time. But he doesn't know that when the market sells off, is the best case scenario for us. We shouldn't be getting liquidate. We shouldn't be getting margin calls. When the price sell off, we're supposed to be living the dream. And that's what futures, guys, gives to you. Because when it comes to futures, one of the things that we're going to learn, it is when it comes to position size. Very, very crucial that all of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because these things, it is make or break when it comes to trade futures, okay? And futures, in a nutshell, is pretty much, guys, trading equity. In other words, shares, stocks, commodities, ETFs, bond, currency, it's the same thing. Okay, we're going to buy an option, we're going to have to sell it to close the trade. We're going to sell an option, we're going to have to buy back to close the trade. Simple. If you buy, you have the rights for this. If you sell, have the rights for this. It works the same. The only thing here, which it is the difference between the products. Okay, and of course, futures, it is available on other different kind of products, unlike the equities, which pretty much like stock ETFs and things like that. Okay, and of course, settlement, another good thing as well, it is cash settled. We don't need to hold, guys. You don't need to buy 1,000 liters of petrol or oil or 1,000 kg of gold or once whatever you wanna weight your gold, or 100 ounce of silver, or maybe I don't know 10 kg or 100 kg of corn or cotton. It doesn't work like that. Okay, it's cash settle. We don't gonna get hold of any product. You don't gonna have, let's say, next day the Amazon or whatever delivery company delivering to you, I don't know, 1,000 cows, or I don't know, some 1,000 kg of orange. It doesn't gonna work like that, okay? It doesn't work like that. It's just cash settle. And most of the trades that we trade when it comes to futures, guys, we always going to close very, very early. We never let things go to expiration date, okay? And of course, one of the things that when it comes to trading future, it is spend margin. In terms of the notion, of course, and I'm gonna show it to you guys on TastyWorks. Let's say your maximum loss trading the ES, let's say it's $250,000. But this is your notion, guys. It's never gonna happen this way. You should never lose 250,000 trading options, because options on futures, because you can even have a stop loss. But of course, if you are over leveraged, you're going to lose money. That's why position size, it's the king when it trades options. It doesn't matter if it's futures or stocks or ETFs. Position size, it is what's going to make or break when it comes to trading options. Doesn't matter what product might be. Okay? And of course, with a long-term investment in mind. And when the price sell off, you need to have in your trading plan. If the market sells off, it's going to be my best case scenario. Because if the market sells off and it turns out to be your worst case scenario, you must be doing something wrong. Very, very wrong. Another thing as well, trading after pretty much the closing hours of the stock market. For example, doesn't matter, let's say, not doesn't matter, but if you are based in the US, you can pretty much start trading on Sunday night. Simple. You can still place a trade on Sunday night on futures. That's the good thing it is. You pretty much can trade 6-7 a week. It's amazing. You can trade overnight. You can close your trades overnight. You can manage overnight. There's plenty of things you can do, especially when it comes to manage your portfolio, okay? No pattern day trading, of course, that's a big deal. And of course, when it comes to tax, for those of you, especially in the US, there's a lot of things you guys can do in terms of advantages in relation to stock. There's plenty of things you guys can take in consideration, unlike the stock market in which you count. I'm not going to go in details, but you can do some more research. And there's a lot of people on YouTube. There's a lot of breakdown in terms of futures and equities, okay? You can go and watch, and probably those guys do a better job than I do anyway, okay? So basically, at the settlement, the people that trade futures, if you buy or sell, whatever it is, we can do that at an exercise. But of course, you can close your trades before. Why? Because we are doing the American style option. If you trade the American style option, they do both anyway. You can close this thing here, guys. Let's say we got a 30 DTE. You can close at 16, you can close at 10, you can close at 5. There's plenty of trades that we placed, okay, for let's say 30 DTE that we close in 2 days. Why? Because you already capture 50%. Thank you very much. You do your calculation, especially when it comes to annualized rate of return, and just see you later, alligator. Close your trades and move on. Okay, very, very simple. In terms of ticket size, of course, when it comes to stock markets, you can go to $1, $2.50, $5, $10. When it comes to futures, it's pretty much multipliers. Let's say the MES, it goes by 5. The ES goes by 50, and I think oil go by 100 or something like that. That's the two main ones that I trade. Barely I trade something else apart from the ES and the MES. That's the two ones that I trade, but they go pretty much as a multiplier, which it is 50 and buy 5. For those of you that have a small account, stick with the MES. For those of you that have a portfolio margin, big account, stick with the ES. There's nothing to say you cannot trade this. By you with a small account, you cannot trade this one here, okay? It doesn't go the other way around, so you guys can understand, because of buying power required. That's very crucial that you do understand. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the TastyWorks and we're gonna see an example of the SPY and the ES. But if you come here to our YouTube channel, let me see if I can find here. Let me go back here. I'm gonna swap to this. Guys, watch this video here, okay? Because I go in very, very detail the comparison between the SPY, and if I'm not wrong, the EMS or the ES, something like that. Watch that video as well, which you can have a better explanation than what I'm going to do right now. But back to TastyWorks here, for example, let's say SPY. We're gonna pretty much keep this thing here constant. Let's say we're gonna do 20 of December. We're gonna pick here 16 deltas. So 16 deltas, we're gonna sell here a put with a strike price 527, one contract, 48 DTE, and the buying power 7,018 with a maximum loss of 52,000. Pay attention to this, okay? Very crucial that you do understand. Here our maximum loss is $52,000, but the buying power it's $7,000. Okay, we have here a smaller notion but bigger buying power. But if we do here, for example, go to the ES, let's say the ES. The ES, as you guys can see, let me see if I can go to let me clean this one here. Let's start 20 of December. We're gonna pick here 16 delta. 16 delta, where are you? This one here, which it is the strike price of 5320, one contract, again 48 days to DTE. Our buying power it's $8,000, but of course look at this, guys. The maximum loss is 263,000. So the notion is high, but the buying power in relation to the notion it's way less. Okay, it's way less, because the SPY is pretty much 7,000 divided by 50,000. This one is pretty much 8,000 divided by what? 263. Okay, this is 50. This is 263 K. This is K as well, and of course this is 7,000. That's 8,000. So you guys can see this, because we have a way bigger here denominator. This number here, guys, is gonna be much smaller once you multiply by 100 to get the percentage. But because here we got a smaller denominator here compared to this, and a bigger compared to 7,000, you're gonna have a way better, bigger results when you do this calculation here, okay? Very crucial that you do understand. That's why sometimes people get scared when it comes to trading futures. But this notion here, it is, guys, if the whole thing goes to zero, what's the chance of the whole thing goes to zero? Pretty much nothing, okay? And for those of you that are a little bit lost so far, if you want, you let me know, and I'll provide this PowerPoint for you guys to download for free so you can have the PowerPoint, okay? If you're a little bit lost, don't worry. Watch this video again, because the main thing here, guys, it is to understand that when it comes to trade options, if you learn how to trade options on futures, on index, ETFs, guys, you are sorted. You are completely sorted. You should not. Again, I'm not your financial advisor, blah, 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 for education purpose only, everything in this channel, but you should not get a margin call. You should not losing money comes trading futures. Why? Because the worst case scenario, you're going to get assigned. If you don't know what I mean, go to my channel. I got plenty of videos as well when it comes to assignment and how to unassign yourself, get a product, a 30% discount, and transfer or transform or convert it into a LTI. Simple. What is LTI? Long-term investing. Because in my point of view, when you drop 30%, people be liquidate, people getting margin call, people be losing a lot of money. We don't do that. We pretty much convert everything into a different strategy, because from here, my friend, guess what? Let the Mr. Market do the magic for us. Because the stock market must recover. But what about if you go 2 years on the bear market? It's stiff shit. If you're here to make a quick money, okay, this channel, it's not for you. For those of you that like to wake up in the morning, put some quick line on the chart that 5 years old can draw. Those nonsense lines, you can use that, that's fine. For Confluence, you can use RSI. For Confluence, you can use MACD. For Confluence, whatever indicator might be. Indicators do not make you money. Simple. If someone sell you whatever indicator might be as a course or whatever, guys, it doesn't worth penny. I wouldn't spend 1 penny on any indicator whatsoever. What's going to make you money, it is this thing here, LTI. Trading options with the long term in mind. Do you know why? Because you can convert your worst case scenario into the best case scenario and let the market does the job. Let it does the dirty work for us, which it is liquidate people, take the money from those nonsense day traders trying to be a genius, and give the money for us that have the long term in mind, okay? But don't forget, we still get paid for that option. We still get paid for that contract, and we're still holding that thing for the long term, okay? When it comes to strategy, of course, big fan, cash secure puts, triangles, and of course, sometimes out of 100 trades, guys, I might have to put 2 or maybe 3 vertical spreads. That's it. That's it. If you know how to use with a very high volatility, with a 15-20% pullback, credit spreads, vertical spread, whatever you want to call it, is the best thing ever. On a bull market, trade sideways, forget about that. It's the worst strategy ever. Okay? But these 2 things here, when it comes to futures, if you know what I mean, position size, you're supposed to be living the dream, guys. Living the dream, okay? And of course, I just repeating myself now, volatility. If you trade futures, you should be living and breathing volatility. You should be praying every single day for the market to crash. Because if the stock market crashes, guess what? You are creating your wealth for the long term, okay? This is not a channel that you're going to make money tomorrow, in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. There's plenty of other channels that can help you guys losing money. I don't need to help you guys. You can lose your money on your own. I'm just being 100% honest. Is the LTI, long-term investing, proper position size, and know how to manage your trades, because your trades going to be underwater. Simple, okay? From 10 trades, at least 4 or maybe 3 to 4 is going to be on the dance floor, if you know what I mean. And you must know how to deal with them. So if you lose your long-term investing, your position size, and you know how to manage your trades, my friend, if you have these 3 arsenal on your toolbox, you can kill any Mr. Market. The bear Mr. Market, the crash Mr. Market, the black swan Mr. Market, you can call whatever you like, okay? But anyway, so like I said to you guys, this thing here is not 100, by the way. This thing is 50. Let's correct that. So this is the multiplier of the ES and the MES. Very, very simple. And when it comes to futures, of course, because we use the leverage, remember, lower margin requirement. In other words, leverage. And the leverage, guys, it is a sword that cuts both ways. And leverage, it's used for us to get ourselves out of trouble and not to make money. You should never, ever, ever use leverage, especially when it comes to trading derivatives, to making money. Leverage is used for us to use to get ourselves out of trouble. Simple, okay? However, okay, I'm just going to contradict myself just now. If you are an experienced futures trader like myself, if you know how to lose leverage, let's say with a proper buying power or free buying power in your whole portfolio, that's a different conversation. I'm talking about people here that are trading futures for the first time and doesn't have a clue how to manage their whole portfolio. Because if you place 100 trades and every single trade you place, you take into consideration your portfolio buying power and not a single trading buying power, guys, go for it. Leverage will be the best thing you're ever going to find in your life. Okay, the best thing. But don't forget, if you don't know what to do, leverage, liquor, and ladies. The 3 massive L. You know what I'm going to say. I don't want to say because I have a lot of female subscribers to my channel and viewers, so you know what I mean, okay? Because I don't think ladies is the problem. The problem is the guys, okay? But anyway, we are men, we are always wrong, guys. Anyway, you get the point, right? The ladies, we have always have the right or the last opinion. Yes, we always say yes. Anyway, you guys get the point. So, yeah, so the 3 L's is very, very crucial. If you know how to trade futures and being traded for the long term, when it comes to leverage, guys, if you use leverage and you made a lot of money with a proper position size in relation to the whole portfolio, that's a different conversation, okay? Different conversation, by the way, all right? But anyway, so the next stop I'm gonna say to you guys, in terms of correlation, okay, in terms of ETFs and futures, you can check the correlation, because if you have some ETFs trades open, or maybe index, you can check the correlation. Of course, the AMS and ES correlate to SPY, but there's plenty of other things you can do to mitigate the risk of your whole portfolio. When it comes to selling, like I said to you guys, volatility is the main thing. You can use delta, you can use premium. And if you come here to our channel, if you go to this video here, blah blah blah, generation, I think it's this one here, or no, this one here, best strike price, guys. This is what you need to learn to pick your strike price. And I go in detail, all the 5 things: deltas, risk averse, support and resistance, pullback. There's plenty of little things you can take into consideration before you select your strike price. So watch this video here, because it is very crucial that you understand how to select your strike price based on whatever approach you might take. And this video that I showed you guys, I have 5 different approaches. Okay, very, very crucial. And all of them take into consideration risk management, money management, position size, all those good stuff. But here, pretty much premium, delta, and volatility. If you know these 3 things here, it's already a big thing, okay? And of course, if you want to trade futures like myself, guys, TastyWorks, probably one of the best one, and Interactive Broker as well. I use these 2 here. Both are very, very good. If you guys want me to show you how to trade futures on TastyWorks and IB, let me know. I can provide a video for you. But there's plenty of contents on YouTube as well. You can go and watch with a better explanation that I do anyway. They break in details and break down everything in details for you guys, how to place futures trades on TastyWorks and on the IB platform, okay? And to finish it off, like I said, once you do all this thing, open your account, the main thing, guys, it is proper risk management, which is the trade, position size, and the LTI approach. Simple. With these 3 things here, there's no way you guys cannot be successful when it comes to trading and futures, okay? And go and watch the video. You can see an example that I placed there with breaking down the 2 examples between SPY, okay, between SPY and the ES, and you guys are gonna learn and find out why do I think futures is the best thing you can use, because you can make the most of it in terms of buying power, okay? Very good. And don't worry about the notional, because the maximum loss, it's only gonna happen if the whole thing goes to 0. But if the whole market goes to 0, the last thing you're gonna be concerned, is your trades, okay? The main thing would be probably your family and something else, okay? But the notion, don't get scared by the notion. The notion doesn't mean anything whatsoever. The main thing, it is the buying power in terms of trades, okay? And these 3 things here that I said to you guys. But options and futures, it is one of the best thing ever. And this was just, guys, things that I believe you should take in consideration and learn, and the whys behind options and futures, and why it is way better sometimes to trade options and futures than trade options on equities, stocks, commodity apps, and so on, okay? But I will eventually break all these things in more details so you guys can have a better breakdown. This is just a quick video to show you guys and explain to you, especially those of you that are part of our Discord group, and those of you that join us, why now it is the best approach you can have, especially for those of you with a smaller trading account. Educate yourself. There's plenty of contents for free on YouTube. If you want to join our group, I'll be very happy to help you guys on a one-to-one. We can download all the free contents, all the materials, all the trading journals, all the simulations, everything you should take in consideration before you press the trigger. Because remember, guys, the trade management, like unlike everybody else talk to you on YouTube, you do this when you manage your trades, do this if the price do this. No, all your trade management and risk management, it's done before you press the trigger. It's to the left, because to the right, we don't have a clue where the market's gonna go, but we know that if it goes up, we make money on something else. Trade sideways, thank you very much. The best trade would be not to trade. And if it goes down, thank you very much. We take those pullbacks all day long. Guys, thank you very much. I hope all of you are having a great weekend. All the best. Subscribe to the channel, leave your comments below, and happy investing.